And we're live. Welcome everybody. It's good to see you. It is time to reveal a cool project that I've been planning for a little bit. But now we're putting into gear now. It's gonna be a TTRPG. A small TTRPG, a solo game that you can play on your own. I'm gonna explain a little bit more about that in a second, but first, welcome everybody. How are you doing? Hey, Siphon, Sora, Arky, RGV. Hey, Uranium Gabble. Hey, Val. Hey, Dilf. Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Outpost, Aggro. Hello. Hey, Toxin. Pulling an all-nighter. Oh my god, good luck. Hey there, Cryptid. Hope you are doing good. Tell us about the game. It is gamer hours. Yes, okay. So, the working title is Dreadfarer, like Wayfarer, which is like an old-timey term for traveler. And it's going to be a solo game where your only objective is to fill out a journal, and you can use the rules and the dice throws and the story inspirations to essentially just write your own little story. It's encouraged for people to, like use it as a sketchbook or as a diary, like fill it up in your own way. If you just want to do text, if you want to just do drawings, if you want to do anything in between. And the idea is for you to document your adventure through this new continent that was found, full of like mysteries and horrors. Isn't that a cool idea? I hope so. I mean, I'm really excited. Yeah, I hope that sounds interesting. I'm working on this with an established game TTRPG maker called Neon Rot. I'm gonna send you guys I'm gonna send you guys their Twitter. There we go. Shroom Decay on Twitter at neon_rot. Who has worked on a ton of like little TTRPGs like these. So mechanically, they're going to cover that. I'm going to cover the art, a lot of the world building. We're going to collaborate. We're collaborating on a lot of the world building. But yeah, it's a collaborative idea. I hope it sounds interesting and fun to you. We had fun coming up with like, what do we have so far? Our idea is to like package this up with cool art, just like a mock-up of what it's going to look like and a little bit of the mechanics. So we can put it in a little, what's the name? A little Kickstarter. So we can put a little Kickstarter at the start of February, because there's this like zine month on Kickstarter where a lot of people like drop like new TTRPGs. So we're gonna jump on that bandwagon, and so yeah, we're working on that. I wanted to create a little cover, tell you guys about the game, and yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea for today. I hope that sounds fun. So far, the idea I got for the cover is a picture that's kind of like these we see on the corner, stuff I've done in the past, where we get like an old-timey photo. I want it to look sepia. Old-timey photo of explorer guy next to something really creepy. Just to kind of set the tone of, this is an exploration game. It's all like kind of Indiana Jones like adventure, but with horror elements. Love pictures, hell yeah. So the kind of the basic gist of the mechanics is you're gonna travel through these like different little islands in this new, like they just find a new continent in the middle of the Pacific. It is like the turn of the century, like early 20th century, late 19th, and you're just like one of a bunch of people just landing on this new place for one reason or another. Like there's a bunch of like pre-made. You can make your own character, obviously, but there's a bunch of pre-made ones you can roll. Like there's someone who's just been called there by some like voice in their head. There's someone who just wants to, go there and steal a bunch of artifacts and sell them in the black market. There's someone who, really wants to go and understand this strange place and research it. There's a bunch of different characters you could play as within this world, and each of the turns in this game would be going to a new place, trying to find an artifact. You find some dangers. Just during those rolls, you fail, you succeed, and then if you recover the artifacts, what do you do with it? Can make you richer, but also like put a curse on you, so you can slowly gain, either become really rich or really cursed, or both. And the curses have fun effects and fun like story implications. That's really basic gist of the gameplay that we'd have here. It's a game that you can take at your own pace. I'm definitely, once it's out, I'm gonna do a game of it here, where I'm gonna have my physical diary and I'll be rolling the dice, seeing what happens, and making my own little story on here. And then maybe like I'll make some Photoshop edits of the artifacts we find, or something like that. We kind of like integrate a little bit of art into it. But I'm definitely gonna do some gameplay to show you guys, so you can see what it's about when it's a little bit more complete, obviously after the Kickstarter. For now, though, we're kind of just preparing the pitch and the vibe, so that people hopefully vibe with it and support it. Hey, Orion. A total wimp with scary horror type games, but this sounds incredible. I mean, it's you make the game, so you can only scare yourself, basically. The game will provide you with prompts, and you can make the story from there. It's like, the idea is for it to be like more of a collaborative thing between the player and the game. The game is not giving you like fully complete stories. It's just like telling you, okay, you're going to this place, you're trying to find this thing, you find this danger, and it's up to you to like put that together into an engaging narrative with the character you're thinking about. So let's say your character is a travel writer. He's there to write a novel. So what you're doing, instead of being a diary or a sketchbook, is maybe the first draft for your cool epic adventure novel. So maybe you are embellishing a lot of the details, and you're skipping, you're scratching off all the parts that look bad for you. So you're trying to, get in the mind of this character. If something bad happens to you, maybe you scratch it off and you make up another story later, but you still like incur the penalties. So I don't know. Like that would be one example of how you could play this game. Hey, Wen. Hey, Johnny. Can you repeat the entire thing? No. We'll be talking more about it. The idea for today is to create this little cover and do something Similar to this. I mean, this is kind of my archetype here. I want the idea of explorer and something really creepy. Something creepy that catches your attention, sets in the horror tones in the game. It's like the mix of horror and adventure, I guess. That's what we're gonna aim for. Hey, Lilith. Okay, hold on. Let me move everything around so I can put my tablet here. There we go. Hey, Bean. How you doing? Oh, he's so sleepy. Yes, you are. He's saying hi to chat. Yeah, I already have a little book that I'm planning to use as the diary for this game. I have it saved up right above here on the shelf. So, how about we start by just looking for pictures of archaeologists, things like that. I don't have like a specific like thing in mind, just like the vibe I want to impress. So my thinking is, let's first try to find a good base picture from, you know, an archaeologist digging up something, an archaeologist posing for the camera with something behind them, or like a space behind them where we can put something. And then we'll figure out the rest. And we'll see if we can finish that over today's stream. Where is his baby license? He doesn't need it. It's just made that way. Okay, so let's hop over to the browser. And I'm thinking we're gonna go to Pickerel. And we're gonna look for archaeologists. Anything from before 1950 and after 1850. Why are you lying down like that, Bean? That is clearly not 1950. Like, this sort of hat is really funny. We could use that sort of hats. Look at Professor William Niven with his little hammer. That's not bad. Ideally, I would like a picture where we have one of these like explorer type guys with a cool hat, preferably, where we're seeing them from the back. So you can get just the back of the hat. It's kind of more of an anonymous person. It's meant to be the stand-in for you, for the player, and it can be so many different characters. So that would be ideal. And I'm starting by looking for archaeologists, because they're often in like cool ruins that we can use for the base of the picture here. If we don't find any good archaeologists, we can just like look for ruins as a base, then find a character to put in the front, and then a, you know, creepy thing to put in the back, if that makes sense. One of these are colorized. Hold on, let me move this screen towards me. There we go. I was getting some glare from my lighting. There we go. Now I can see. It's weird having 3 screens. Hey, Mitchie. How are you doing? Here, looking for archaeologists. Look at the cool hats. Archaeologists always get the cool hats, don't they? Cool pose, this guy. Ooh, okay, we have the back of an archaeologist. That is a possibly good one. Yeah, hot dogs and fries for dinner. Hell yeah. Whoa, look at this World War I ass picture. Oh my god. Could you imagine anything more World War I than this? What's a TTRPG? Good question. It's a tabletop RPG. Most famously Dungeons and Dragons. But what I'm going to be making here is a solo TTRPG. It's something that you can just get and play on your own. The idea is you have an empty journal plus the game booklets and some dice, and you can basically just use the rules and story ideas in the booklet to just fill in your own diary. And the Fastash, yes. Okay, we have some miners. Unidentified woman setting up a tripod. That's a really good picture. That's really good. Huh, cool picture. A man standing in front of the stone wall and going... Finger guns. Yeah, let me repeat the basic concept of the game for people who got here a little bit later. The whole idea is that you are an explorer, someone who has just arrived to a new continent that was found in the early 20th century. They find this like big landmass in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And you can be an archaeologist trying to understand it. You can be just a criminal trying to steal a bunch of stuff. You can be a person that was just called there by like a mysterious voice. You can be this like weird religious cultist who thinks their calling is in this new place. You can be so many different things, but the idea is that you have this journal you're meant to fill in your adventures, and you choose a place to go. Go try to look for an artifact there, and you're gonna meet some dangers. So you're gonna have to roll your dice to resolve, like whether you find that artifact, what the danger what the danger is and whether you overcome it. And eventually, if you do find an artifact, you can either keep it for yourself, you can sell it in the black market, you can give it back to the people, to the local people, put it in a museum. And depending on what you do, you can get money, which you can use to like buy equipment, travel to new places. Or you could get cursed. And curses will do strange things to you and will hinder you in your progress. So it's a travel game where you're living adventures and getting slowly and inexorably cursed. That's a cool picture. Finding pretty cool ones. Look at this mustache guy. That's another really World War I looking picture. Oh, this is good. So something I'm looking for here. Oh, good too. Something I'm looking for is people who look kind of like explorers. So someone with a fun hat, basically, that can be looking out in the distance, just seeing something strange. Oh, that's a good. I don't like the hat in this one, but that can be easily fixed. This is another cool pose. As a Brit, an archaeologist and gravedigger / thief is basically the same thing at that time. True, but we're playing through a modern lens. You can be a nice archaeologist, or you can be an evil archaeologist, or you can be like you can play as any character you want. You can just make up your own character. But there are a bunch of like little character introductions that we wrote that you can roll a d20 to get a random one if you want. And it includes everything from someone who was scammed and someone sold them a trip to this marvelous new place where their whole life would be, taken care of. And they got there and they realized there was nothing. And they were just scammed by this person to basically like sell them over their life belongings. And now they're just kind of stuck in this new place, and you have to like, I gotta like find some way to get out of here, and so I don't have anything to my name, so I'll just travel around and see what I can find, right? Or you can be an evil capitalist, or you can be a person who escaped their own country because of political turmoil, and they're trying to like make a new name for themselves in this new place. You can be anything from good to evil, or a mix of both. I think that's part of the fun. Like it's a role playing game, so it's gonna be just making your own characters, see what you can do with it. What is this? Oh, that is really creepy. That could be our artifact here. And yeah, there's gonna be like different places you can explore. There's gonna be a like a desert island, so big desert volcanic island. There's gonna be a mountainous area. There's gonna be a more jungle area. Then there's the ocean. You can go explore underwater if you get a little bit more money. Please get it on Kickstarter ASAP so I can help fund it. Thank you. I would really appreciate that. We will get this on Kickstarter. What we're getting ready right now, this is just the cover, but over the next few weeks, we're gonna get just a Kickstarter ready, something that we can, you know, pitch to people as a complete idea with a few of the mock-ups. And if the Kickstarter goes well and people support it, we will, you know, over the following few months or so, we'll just like get the full book with a bunch of art, all the story ideas, everything expanded, you know, to whatever level we get. And that's going to be fun. For now, though, we're just doing a cover. When the game's done, where will it be available to get? So we'll probably do depends on the Kickstarter, of course, but we'll probably have a limited printed version as a zine, and it's always going to be available digitally too, as like a cheaper version. So you can get either. You can get it digital, since the idea. Yoda, thank you.
Even happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much. Bean really appreciates it. He's just sleeping like this. I don't know why. Just stretched like that. Thank you, Yoda. So yes, you can get it digitally, and since, you know, the book only contains like the roles and stuff, and the main objects is a notebook, you can just buy your own, you know, or use an old, just an old one you have lying around, buy one. I have this one. I got this one ready. It's just like a recycled paper one that I bought recently, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Oh yeah, I will use it. It's just like blank pages. So I will use this for the gameplay. When I'm gonna play this on stream, when the game is done, I'll play this on stream, show you how the gameplay goes, and I'll use this. That's like the main feature. Is just like making your own little diary, or it can be, you know, you can set it up however you want. If you're like, maybe you're writing letters to someone during your travels, maybe you're just making a diary, maybe you want to write a book about your adventures and you're making like the first draft of your book. Maybe you're an archaeologist and or a naturalist type of like scientist guy from a university, and you're trying to document everything you can, and you're making drawings of the plants that you find, and you're like sketching all the artifacts. That's, you know, up to you. You can be an artist and you're just drawing things you find. You're just on a travel for inspiration. That's the fun part. Since you play it on your own, you make your own pace, you make your own rules. Okay, I like this guy a lot. Both of these are really good. Let me copy this. Can't copy it. Huh. Weird. Doesn't let me select? Huh. Just copy that. Let's see. Oh, it's just copying everything. Good night, Arky. Thanks so much for coming. Can I need a Val design notebook for this? We might. I don't know if we'll do that. We might do a separate, because we want to keep it affordable. So we'll probably just sell the booklet on its own and tell people go like get your own notebook. But maybe as a Kickstarter extra thing, we could have like an official notebook. It's just, you know, something like this, just a blank one. in case people want to get that as well. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see that. Got a leather notebook. Ooh, fancy. Have a couple of TTRPG projects of your own sitting unfinished. DHG's been killing you. That's fair. Oh, that is really cool. Cryptid. Love that. So yeah, I should probably tell Neon Rots that I'm streaming. Okay, so where's the image I'm looking for? Here. I would just probably add a hat to the guy on the left or change the hat of the guy on the right. I do like the pose of the guy on the left more. It's a bit more dynamic, isn't it? We want it to be like a kind of anonymous stand-in for the player, which is why I wanted to see them from the back, because that way we don't get like a lot of information on who this person is. They can just be anyone. So, okay, I think we got our guy. Not the best quality here, but I think that's as much as we're gonna get. Let me look it up on TinEye. Let's see if there's anything. No matches. Google Lens. Let's see. Sometimes you can find good, like, better quality versions of pictures on Google Lens, but not really. Okay. This might be really good for our creepy insert. The first bug body. Ah, it is a bug body. I love bug bodies. Guys, you guys don't know. Bug bodies are people who died in bugs, who, because of the really special conditions of bogs, they get conserved extremely well. So they can be left in like pretty much pristine conditions for thousands of years. And you can get like, you know, soft tissues out of them and like clothes. Like these actual clothes that survive for thousands of years. Bod bogey. Buck Body is the name of my slam band. No high resolution available. Oh no. This is painful. So small. Oh, I would have a better quality version of this. Is it really this small? Yeah. 600 pixels. That is sad. Let's see this one. No higher resolution available. It's even worse. Yeah, nothing bigger than 600 pixels. That's too bad. It's a pH and lack of oxygen that makes the body not rot at all. Yeah, exactly. It's very unique conditions in the bog. Okay, we'll see if we can find anything else. We can look for other bug bodies. But I want to see what else we find. I also want like pictures of like maybe archaeological digs or ruins. Just a cool place where we can insert something scary. It's a bit too complex. Taking a little nap on the job. Twitch fucks with your emoticons, does it? Are the cow emoji like the Japanese ones? Did you know that you can just do the Windows key and dots, and you get... Oh, you can't see this. Hold on. Wait, how do I do this? Give me a sec. If I go here. Okay, you can do Windows key and dots. It'll give you this little menu where you have every emoji. You can just like search for something. In this, in my case, it's in Spanish. So if I search for ojo, it'll give me eyes. But you also can click here and get all these. And it's sorted by emotions. There's a bunch of them. This is a default Windows setting. Not a lot of people know this. Look at them. So many. Isn't that cool? Oh yeah, normal emoticons get turned into emojis by Twitch, and they suck. I hate the default ones. What a strange photo. Can't tell if I'm looking at like really big rocks that are far away or really small rocks that are close up. I assume it's the second one, but strange picture. I wish you could turn that off. It's so annoying. Like, Discord does that too, but at least in Discord you can turn that off. Whoa. This guy looks so sick. Looks like the spirit of a Victorian child. Oh, food collection. Whoa, what fits? Who's this guy? Let me translate this. Oh, it's a coal mining thing. Thing here is what we have for our main guy. He's kind of like looking down, like looking out into the distance, which makes me think like we should put something big in the distance as opposed to something small that's really close. What's going on in the sky here? It's weird. A tomb. Gonna go work out. Sounds good, Soup. Whoa, creepy cave. We could have a creepy cave. But I think some kind of landscape would. Oh, look at this. I like that. Yeah, I think landscapes in general would work better here. Because, you know, it's an exploration game about, like, traveling, and I feel like for the cover, a big, like, sweeping landscape would probably work much better. Okay. Let's find this on Wikimedia. Bean is the best cat ever. Did you hear that, Bean? He's not listening. He's so sleepy. Oh! Oh! He's raising up his ears. Is he listening? Does he hear? Oh, yeah. What a strange position, Bean. Little man. No, I'd love to have a parrot, Lilith. That sounds fun. Not the biggest picture, but it's pretty good. Hey, Jesus. I love how you said hi to Bean before me, but I understand. He is the most important. Oh yeah, cool Twitch news. I guess it doesn't apply to me, but it's still pretty good Twitch news. They're gonna change the payout percentage for a lot of people. People who have more than 100 subscribers will start getting 60-40 splits. So a lot more people are gonna opt into that. I don't think I will for a long time, but hey, it's still good at that exists. As opposed to 50/50, which is the current one. Yeah, they had this program that they started, but only for like the top earners, where they had like 70/30 split. And but yeah, I think you had to have more than 300 or 350 subscriptions. So now they're like expanding that and increasing the range of people who can get it, and adding like an intermediate like 60/40 split, which is pretty good. $50/50 is bullshit. It's ridiculous. Been drawing recently since I got last class this semester. Oh, hell yeah. That's always good. Oh, I'm gonna add a gradient map. I think I got... I'll use one of these as a base. Oh, we're gonna have to save a spot for the title, which is Dreadfarer, as you can see on the title of the stream. So that can be top or bottom. I think it could work on in either case here. We'll play around with typography later, I think. There's speculation that they're going to rethink Prime. So yeah, they did change Prime, but they didn't remove it, as some people were saying. They're going to change it instead of making it equivalent to normal subs. It's just going to be a fixed rate per country. So in the US, it's going to be like very close to what it was before. It's going to be like 220 something, as opposed to 250 or 240 something that it was before, and lower in most other countries. So it's going to be equivalent. I don't think there's going to be a big drop. And the other option was that they were going to remove Prime subs entirely. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with at least keeping them, even if it's a bit lower. I don't think it'll affect me too much. My friend's got a hold of how you drew yourself. She drew you in a pose with a questionable angle. Oh no. I think this can work. this initial landscape, it's pretty cool, but it's not. It's pretty, you know, blurry and indistinct. This is a bit more interesting. There's a bunch of guys down here. I don't know what they're doing, but they can stay. Or no, we'll see. We'll see what we do with them. With cat ears and tail. They're minding their own business? No, they're looking at the camera very specifically, but... we'll see what we do with them. Because we gotta add something creepy to the background here. And I don't know what it'll be. Like some kind of weird statue coming out of the ground. Angry statue. Basically. Their business is looking at the camera. Fair enough. Jesus, thank you so much. Oh my god, you're so generous. I really appreciate it. And to everyone who got a gift sub, congrats. Whoa, Jesus, you got a new 600 gift subs. Oh my god, you got a new badge, looks like. Incredible. Oh my god. 27 more till the goal. Wait, what's the goal? Oh, towards my goal. I thought you were working towards like your own totals. Yeah, if we reach the 100 sub goal, I'll make a stream where you guys choose the pictures live. Like, I won't know what we'll be editing. We'll have someone choose a bunch of pictures before the stream, and then you guys will vote, and they will be dropped on my Photoshop. So that'll be fun and chaotic. If you guys want to see that, then you can sub or gift a sub. Come here.
Surprise, cryptids. I'm still among the living.
Welcome, Hammy, to the world of the living. And thank you for the save reminder. I actually have not saved this yet. I'm gonna call this... oh, Dreadfarer. Proper. Oh yeah, you might see Doom Eternal here. Until yesterday, since I had been so busy, I hadn't even tried this new computer with games, and so I decided to download Doom Eternal because I had it on my friend's Steam library, and I put it at like max settings on everything, and it still ran at 60 FPS without really like breaking much of a sweat. I know it's a really optimized game. I know that like Doom Eternal can run on anything, but that was still super surprising. Considering my old computer would have run it like maybe on medium. Bean's new Twitter account. Yes, I forgot to talk about that. Bean has a new Twitter and Instagram account. I made them for his Beaniversary. So y'all have to go follow both of them right now, or either of them, depends on which social medias you're on. Go follow him. I will give you guys links to both of them. Hold on, find them real quick because I retweeted it. Here it is. It's Cryptid _bean on Twitter. Gotta drop that on here. Already at 800 followers. Let's keep it going to 1,000. I would love for Bean to have 1,000 followers or more.
Can confirm the Twitter account is full of beautiful candid photos of Frijolito in his natural state of being.
Exactly. Oh, I think he heard you. Hello, Bean. Where are you going? Oh, he's just sitting on my tablet. Okay. You can lie down here, but be careful. There you go. There you go. You can stay here. His bed got too warm. He knows he's being talked about, yes. So yeah, I've been basically reposting a lot of the pictures I've already done for Bean, trying to get through the backlog, but we'll make some new ones later. So go follow Cryptid Bean on Twitter, and if you go to Instagram, you're gonna also find Cryptid not _bean, Cryptid Bean, all one word, because the other one was taken for some reason. Instagram tried to ban it for a while, but thankfully I managed to appeal it, and I got the account back. I think it got like caught up in some like spam filter or something, but I put in my phone number and give it back. So follow Bean on Instagram as well. He's much further from 1,000 there, so we gotta get him there. He can't be left behind. Never got a reason for the ban. Nope. What's up, Bean? You're hearing your own praises, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh yeah, and on the Instagram, I've been using stories to post like just regular pictures of him. Here are some. Phone. I mean, I do use filters to make him look a little weirder, but oh yeah, Instagram tried suspending my account. There we go. That's the kind of content you can expect. Hey, Uranium. How dare they try to stop Bean? He cannot be stopped. He cannot be contained. Also, look at this. Look at how many new treats I got for Bean. They didn't even fit in here. I still have like half a bag left. Oh, he wants some. And yeah, it's a mix now. There's like crunchy and soft treats. So you never know what you'll get. Does he deserve a treat? Do you guys think so? Does Bean deserve a treat? They're just scared of his power. Bean has a very high charisma stat, he does. Okay, let's give Bean a treat, and let's see. Will it be a crunchy or soft one, Bean? I think there's one of the crunchies. The color is slightly different. Okay, give us a good crunch on the mic, Bean, okay? Look, here. Good crunch. He also deserves a kiss. He always gets those. Chat is always gonna say yes. I know, but I want to hear you say yes. We're Beans, yes, man. No. We love the little crunch, don't we? Yes. I've acquired a new hyperfixation. I hope it's Bean. Better. Better be him. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes, okay. We're here, and we're trying to decide what to put on here that's creepy, mysterious, and good enough for a cover. I mean, Critical Role never really caught my attention too much. I watched a little bit of it at the start, but I dropped off of it pretty quickly. Oh, bye, Bean. Do you see a man in the background? Made of rocks? Don't know where you see this. Or are you seeing this with your mind's eye as a suggestion for what to put there? Oh, let me see. Let me see from the stuff I have written. Give me a second. Let me get out the documents with all the cool world ideas I've written. I can't show you this because it would be spoilers for the final thing, and it's still not final, obviously, so. There are some good ones I could put in here. I have a very specific place that I could use here, but that might be better for an inside illustration. So there's this place in the island I live in Gran Canaria, called Cenobio de Valero. And I will show you because it looks cool as hell. This is the Cenobio. I've been here several times. I always, when someone comes to the island, I always bring them here. So this was a place where people stored grain, but it's called Cenobio, like cenobium, because it's which is an old word for temple. Because when the first like clueless archaeologists came here, they thought it was an old temple for some reason. I don't know why this looks like a temple to anybody, but it's just the implication that this is a temple is pretty creepy, with like this honeycomb aesthetic. This is what it would have looked like at the time, like when it was in use. All these little holes were closed, and each of them had like like people's grain and stuff stored. It was just like a storage place up in the mountains where people could safely store their food without it being stolen by pirates and stuff. It is like Amigar fault a little bit, yes. Good night, Argox. But in archaeology, when they don't know what it's for, it's ritual. Exactly. That's a classic. Hey, Bean. Hey, Bean, what you doing? What you up to? He's gonna try and climb the shelves. I know it. It's where people store their megalomorph eggs. So yeah, I love Vitenovio. It's such a cool place, and one of the areas that you can explore has a place that's inspired by this. Actually, a couple. Let me see if there are any like Creative Commons pictures of it. Actually, yeah. Quite a few. At least a decent amount. Let's go to Wikimedia. Hey, Bean. He's trying to climb. Bean. ¿Qué pasó? Oh, none with no restrictions, though. Sad. What about here? No luck, no luck. I can use my own pictures of this place, though. I know I have some on my phone, at least. I don't know if I've ever brought my camera there. I should, though. Would you post a Rockman? You can post it to the operating room channel. No, no. He's looking at me like asking for permission to climb stuff. Like, he's just there. Bean? ¿Qué pasó? Bean? Oh, he's giving me slow blinks. You think he's gonna convince me to let him climb on here. Bean? ¿Qué pasó? Hold on. He needs a distraction. Like this. Yes. Yes. Good jumps. Yeah. Just jumps with both his hands up like this. It's really funny. Bean can convince anyone to do anything. That is true. Oh, little Bean. Come here. Here. I'll just have him have the toy trailing behind me so he can play with it. So, hold on. I don't know. I can see you drawing, but I can't see it on the photo. I'm sorry, uranium. I think it's only in your head. Okay, so a few options of stuff that could be added here are a big weird statue would be fun, but like not inherently creepy. We could do a huge skull, for example. Like that might be fun. Just like very attention grabbing. Big skull. Or we could go for the bug body. Like I've done this once before, but it could be recreated for this. So we could have like a full like preserved body, and we can only see like a little bit of it. That's basically what bug bodies look like, isn't it? There's other stuff, like other areas that appear in the book that could potentially work here, but it's not the most attention grabbing, like a huge chasm underground. That's pretty cool, right? But on its own, not the most interesting, right? What is Bean up to? Oh, he just found a toy. Oh, what if we have a chasm? And looking at us from inside. Huge eye. That would be pretty attention grabbing. What do you guys think? Just like the implication of something looking back at them. It would, like composition wise, for this vertical image, I think it doesn't work as well because it leaves a lot of blank space here, but we're gonna have a title here, so. I love a good eyeball. So, I mean, it could work like that. I think skull might still be better composition-wise, though. and we could sort of mix in the skull with the background. Hey, me, don't climb. Like the skull could be mixed in with the ground, so it's kind of like it kind of appears like part of the background. It's blended in with the elements. You don't really know if it's a real skull, if it's just rock that happens to look like that. Bean. Bean is going wild. He has activated. Here. Do this. I think composition-wise, I'm close. Like, this works better. Because at the end of the day, it's a cover. It has to be vertical. Okay, let's try to find pictures of skulls that fit this, and we'll see if it works. We'll just give it a good try. Oh, hold on. I got this now. Okay. So, I mean, this one right here is pretty good, just straight off the bat. This one might be good. Thankfully, skulls are something that is really easy to find. There's about 1 trillion pictures of them. Bean. Bean. What's up with you? It's going insane. Hey. Hey. He's ignoring me. Oh, just lying down. Okay. One of these might be good. Okay, we got a few options. I mean, we would obviously have to remove the people underneath, but we'll do that at the end, of course. I mean, that works pretty well. I'd make this guy bigger. Keep the background there a little bit of darkness so I can contrast better. That's pretty good. Let me see the other skulls we had. This one has more teeth. Similar angle, but more teeth. What are you up to, Bean? This skull looks like it just told a really funny joke. It's true. Bean? Yeah. What's up, man? What's up, little guy? It's going. Thinking of like mixing it in. Like maybe leaving some dark space underneath to make it look like this is the entrance to a tunnel of some sort. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that could work. And maybe if I go for the skull, I maybe want to add something a little bit interesting or different to this skull. So it's not just like a straight up normal human skull. To imply a little bit more mystery to it. Hey Draco, you got a gift sub. Yeah, that must have been from Jesus. Enjoy your night crawlers. ¿Qué pasa, Bimbo? You want to go out? Okay, I think he wants to go out. Let me open the door for Bean. I'll be back soon. You've been neglecting your plants too much. I feel ya. I forget sometimes too. You're showering? Okay, see you later when? Okay, we got a few options. Don't know what I prefer. School outside is giving End of Evangelion. Kinda. Like the second. I mean this one. I think I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Not only because the lighting works better, but because we just have more space to add like... And first of all, I like that it's like partially covered. I think we can add like dirt and stuff over this. So it feels like it's just like poking out of the side of the mountain. But yeah, I like that it just has a bit more space to add like, I don't know, weird ruins to the forehead or stuff like that. Move this a bit too. Like it depends on what we do for the title. We could put it below or above. So if we put it above, we gotta move this down relatively, like to about here. If we put it below, we can move this up. The one inside looks like it's resting. Maybe it was defeated. Yeah, I agree. I like it. Looks like it's about to save just 5 more minutes. I get you, little skeleton. I understand you at a deep personal level. Okay, so what I can do is on this edge add a little bit of lighting, just to emphasize the lighting that our main guy here has. It comes from the side. Oh, I think that's Bean. Hold on. I have a man. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. He doesn't get it. He does not understand. Hello. Hello, Mectal. I am making a game. A little TTRPG. Solo TTRPG about journaling. Yeah, let me re-explain the concept of this game for the people who came in here later. So, it's a solo journaling game where you just have an empty notebook of your choosing. I have this one for my own playthrough whenever I finish the game. Just get an empty notebook and the game rules with some dice, and you fill in your little book. You can make it into a sketchbook, into a diary, into book drafts, anything you want, depending on your character. But the whole idea is that there's this new continent that's been discovered in the, late 19th, early 20th century. There's this big new continent that's discovered in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and you are one of the people who just came into this new place, and you can be, a grifter or an Indiana Jones type explorer or an archaeologist trying to document this new place, or you can just, be a raider trying to steal a bunch of stuff, or you can be this weird guy on a religious, trying to attain religious enlightenment in this place. Thing is, in your travels, you're gonna go to a bunch of different places. You're gonna face a bunch of different dangers, and if you get your way, you're gonna acquire artifacts which you can either do ethical things with or sell in the black market, or a few things in between. Through acquiring these artifacts, it's very likely that you'll end up getting cursed in a bunch of different ways. So, yeah, it's a game with exploration and horror elements, set in this new fictional place with there's gonna be a bunch of different areas you can explore. One is very desert-y, one is very mountainous. There's a jungle. So yeah, it's a solo exploration game. Oh, Bean, careful. Careful, careful. Oh my god. He just flopped on top of my... What did he do? He deleted layers. Wait. What did he do? Oh, okay. He reverted. Okay. I'm glad I had saved enough steps back to go there. To not lose any work. Bean, you just did something really dangerous. Yeah, I'll be doing my own playthrough of the game whenever it's done here on stream, where I'll be filling in my own notebook, maybe doing some art based on it. We'll see. We'll see how that develops. But right now, what I'm working on, what we're working on, because I'm not making this alone, I'm making this with Neon Rots, who I'm gonna link their Twitter again, so you can check out some of their other games. Neon Rot is gonna take care of the more of the mechanical part. The story, we're or, you know, the setting and stuff. It's a collaborative work. I'm gonna do the art. They're gonna do the you know, the formatting for the book. So we're collaborating on everything, just like dividing up the labor. Our idea for now is to just get the cover, some mock-ups for the game, and a little bit of the mechanics, which we already have. We already have quite a bit of the mechanics, but just get it all nice and ready for Kickstarter. Put that up on Kickstarter next month, and then we'll see. Hopefully people support it. Hey Toto. So yeah, hopefully a bunch of people play it, a bunch of people enjoy it. It's gonna be fun. You were trying to save money? It's fine. I don't think it'll be too expensive at the end of the day. And my recommendation is that you just use some old notebook that you have lying around. We all have those. Kickstarter is your budgeting kryptonite. You're making a game or something? Yes, this is gonna be a solo TTRPG. So you're gonna be able to play it alone. Just you, a notebook, the rules, and some dice, and you make your own story and your own character. There's gonna be a bunch of like preset characters that you can just roll and get a random one if you want. If you just want to let it all, let everything be decided by fates. Or you can make your own character from scratch, and the only bearing the character has is like your starting money and your starting equipment. Like you can be an ex-criminal who's just hitched a ride on a ship to this new place just to get away from their past, and they have not a lot of money but a machete. There's like one of the characters you can pick is you're from a noble family in the old worlds, in a country where, you know, there's just been a lot of political unrest, and there's been a revolution, and like a proletariat revolution, and since you were from a noble family, you had to escape to not get killed, and now you just have a bunch of money but no place to go home. There's, I don't know, you can be an evil capitalist, like the son of very rich people who just wants to make a fortune and doesn't care how. You can be someone whose parent, whose father died in this place, and you're just trying to like find out what happened to them. Anything, any and all things. I don't know. That's the fun part of role playing. You can just pick a cool character and try to wrap the story around that. You're a noble woman, Talia von Carrara del Ponte, on the run from my husband who found my secret. Yes, I love that. Evil capitalist is kind of redundant, yes. So a complete bastard or an unlucky bastard? Yes. You know, I'm mentioning a lot of the more evil characters, but there's some like you can be just the youngest child from a family who comes from like a very, very poor part of the world, and they all pooled their money together to just send like one of their kids to this new place that's been told to be full of opportunity and full of danger and stuff. And they're just sending their only kid there, their last kid there, so they can hopefully, if they're lucky, make some money to bring back home, and then, you know, pull the whole family with them. There's I'm trying to think. I wrote these quite a while ago. I got them all here, actually. Oh yeah, one of my favorites, and this might be my archetype when I play, is a travel writer that's, you know, has written like a bunch of memoirs of traveling and here and there, and they've, you know, they're an acclaimed writer, and they're just going to this new place to write a cool adventure book about it. So it's all about like, oh, I'm gonna write the first draft of my book while here. This is like what I'm writing, and I'm gonna downplay all the negative parts because I want to sell books. That would be a fun one to play, I think, because you got to play like part of the game would be to like how you tell the story more than anything, and I think that's interesting to just play like an unreliable narrator. A lot of these could be unreliable narrators. Hey, Soup. Where can I get that game? Oh, thank you, Toto. It's going to be in a Kickstarter next month, hopefully. We get it all ready by then. My whole backstory is I ate a whole jar of mayonnaise, and I'm on a journey to find my self-worth and make my mental health better. You know what? I support your journey. Oh, Talia must keep a secret. I like that a lot. I love characters with secrets. There are even some character archetypes that already start with a curse, and you gotta just play around that one specific curse, because you can gain curses as you play, but some of them start with one, so you're already... You know, I'm gonna read you guys one of the character descriptions, right? This is all like work in progress, but I just want you to get like a vibe of what one of these characters would look like. So it is, I woke up in this hospital bed, remembering nothing of my past. The nuns here told me I arrived on a ship to Lemuria, which is the name of the continent, with a terrible fever and little more than this book to my name. But they nursed me back to health without asking for anything in return. With a terrible pinching pain in my head, I get up from my bed. What brought me to this land? So you can play an amnesic character, and it starts with a curse that, well, I'll just tell you the name of the curse. It grows. There's something growing inside their head. So that's one of the characters you could play. It grows. Extremely well-coded. Of course, I wrote it. But yeah, who else? Yeah, you can be like a Tomb Raider. So many others. I still have a few character descriptions I could do. I still have 5 to write. Your dresses are extremely heavy because she embroidered jewels and coins into them. I love your character already, Lilith. But in a twist of fate, it turns out the mayonnaise was sentient by an alien bacteria. Oh no! The mayonnaise tries to claim your mind. See you, Siphon. Okay, and out of the places you can visit, the one I've written the most, and this one's pretty much finished in terms of writing, is the desert region, and it's like the places you can go. And like you're gonna roll for like a place and an artifact, so you can actually like return to places. You can to just find like different stuff. Like the place is just a setting, and it's a combination of like a place and an artifact that kind of just gives you like a more specific story. He just went behind the screen. Hello? So yeah, the desert region has like huge dunes. You have huge like underground caves under it. A river that runs underground. A huge gash in the middle of the desert. There are just strange statues that look like they've been built by giants. There are mines, there are ports, there are, I don't know, that cenobium I mentioned before that looks like a honeycomb. Those are just some of the places you can visit, just to give you guys an idea. Like a brochure. I was actually thinking of making, and I might make this in one of the next few streams when I'm working on this. I wanted to make a travel postcard. Or like a brochure or something, like an ad for, visit Lemuria. So they can go like in the intro next to all the characters. I think that would be fun. Lady Thalia is very particular. She's allergic to fish. She's not, she just hates the sea. The trip on the ship was hell for her. I love her already. And I want to, like, if you guys end up playing this game, one of the, like, it would make me so happy to see your adventures, to see like what you did, or see what you drew if you're gonna make it into a sketchbook. Like, I think a really fun archetype to play would be like this naturalist character who's just trying to go here and document all the cool wildlife, and you can just, you know, make drawings of weird plants. Hey, Bean, what you doing? Yeah, to just draw all the weird plants you find. I don't know. I think that would be great. And since it's a single player game and you're the only person checking your own rules, I think it's a fun game where you could it's a good opportunity to stop that. Hold on. He's scratching behind there. I don't know what he's trying to get. But yeah, it's you can bend the rules a little bit to you know, play with your character. So if you're playing a naturalist, maybe you're not really trying to look for artifacts. What you're trying to look is for like rare plants or rare mushrooms. If you're underground, you're just trying to find strange fauna. So you can like skip over the artifacts part and make your own table of like strange animals to look for. And I think that would be great too. Like, you know, you make it your own. It would be funny for no undos on the TTRPG. Absolutely no undos. Maybe. Have this archaeologist character, that would be perfect. She's trying to prove the existence and find a theoretical magical artifact. See, that would be perfect. You know, very creative, Maxwell. Well, that's where what the rulebook is for. You don't have to bend the rules if you don't want to. You can just play by the rules. Let fate to decide a character for you. Go with that. Bean, come here. Yes. Come here. You are arrested. He is arrested. You play as a real estate agent. Look at a beautiful two-story, three-bedroom house. It has a pool and beautiful view of the mountains. What do you mean there are creatures? Don't be silly. I love that. Is it going to be purely solo? It's going to be designed for solo play, but you can totally play it with someone else. You can have like a notebook for each of you, or just share a notebook, and each person does one part, and you can play as like a duo of characters. I think that would be fun. That might be an interesting. I'm gonna note that down to have like an alternate role where it's just like with a little bit of with just a small. What are you doing, Bean? A small modification on the rules. You could have like another player join in. So like in the case of a danger, you would roll differently. I don't know. I'll suggest it to Neon and we'll see. What are you? Bean, stop pressing things. We'll see. Mechanically, it might be a mess. So I'll see. We'll see if it's like a viable. It could be a stretch goal if it's mechanically hard, and it'll end up taking a lot more time. Bean is attacking my pencil. Little creature. Your character is a man who's gone off to the middle of nowhere to live out the last of his days in peace, but he keeps hearing voices in the distance. Yes, I love that. It's very good. Maybe you have 2 shared goals and each one has a secret separate goal that is randomly decided. I like that. Bean is in the mood for typing. He is. He's just a creature. Aren't you? Oh, creature that wants some love. Here, let me get all those hairs out of your face. Lady Thalia has need of unique real estate. She's not perturbed by the creatures. Perchance you might even find easy access to... Oh, Bean. Dangerous hunting grounds. Quite a boon. I love that. Okay, I think our skeleton here fits fairly well. But I want to add some creepy stuff to the skeleton. I don't want it to be just a normal human skeleton, if that makes sense. Okay, one thing I want to add is just some dirt textures to the... Oh, not like this, like this. There we go. Some dirt textures on top here. It's going wild today. Hey, Pyro. You know, I love how insane your characters are already. Makes me hopeful for this game. Okay. So far, so good. I'm thinking of maybe adding another eye. Or eye hole. Oh, maybe not, maybe a live eye. So we combine that other idea here of the abyss gazing back. And we have the skull just have like a big old eye looking back. Holes, holes, holes. Oh, Bean wants to go out. Hold on. Here you go, Bean. How long have I been live? A couple hours? Actually, while Bean is out, here's what. I'm gonna do a really quick bathroom break, okay? So I'm gonna go into intermission here. I'll let you look at this and come up with your own fun characters. And yeah, I'll be right back in 3 or so minutes. Stay tuned. Alright, did you miss me? Hope I didn't take too long. Alright. It's a Bean who's here. He's here with me. Ooh. Imagine this as a lenticular sticker where at one angle there's no eye and the researcher looks on. Oh, I love that. I wish. Hey Cass, how are you doing? Ooh, Bean, what are you up to? He's scratching his head against this, but I don't know why. Bean, Bean. Oh yeah. What if you created a character who's the captain of the ship, transports new people to the land, but Bean, no, don't do this. Oh my god, I swear to god he's gonna stop the stream one day. What did you just do? Okay, he just put a full screen on OBS. That wasn't that bad. A captain of the ship which transports new people to the land, but the ship got stuck in the ice. There was no help, so he had to survive in the ice. Ooh, yeah, that would work. That would work. You could just like, you know, by default start in like one of the northern areas. There's gonna be a map. We're gonna do a map one of these streams. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, but maybe. There has to be hidden googlies and what? It's not a 14. How many times have we gone through this? Ooh, Bean, you're so silly. Yes. Hold on. I'm gonna have a toy on hand here so he doesn't bite cables. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's your toy. What's the 14? They mean my signature. You can write my signature in the chat. Well, you can just do VA if you want. But there is a Cyrillic letter that looks just like my signature. You just have to cross it. So, for the people who were just joining us, let me just do a really quick explainer on the game. It's gonna be a solo journaling game where you play as an adventurer of some kind, going to this strange new place called Lemuria in the around the turn of the 20th century, and the whole idea is to fill up a notebook just like this one. You just get yourself a notebook, an empty one, and you just fill it out with your character's diary or a sketchbook or a book draft, anything you want. You're just retelling your adventures in this book, what happened while you were exploring this place. And yeah, the gameplay is going to a new place, searching for a new artifact there, and facing dangers. And according to your roles, it goes well or it doesn't. And then if you get enough artifacts, you might get cursed. Curses will introduce new interesting mechanics that will hinder you or change how you have to play the game. And the idea is to keep it going until you either finish your book, finish the storyline you set out to do, or you die on the way. There's also a fun, it's not really a mechanic, but there is one way to encourage people to play even if their character ends up dead, is to roll up a new character who's like a child or a friend or someone who your first character met along the way, that takes over. Like maybe they go to find them and they find their book, and you just have to continue with the new character, continue their travels. So yeah, there's a fun death mechanic too. Is it Ronnie Jr. looking for Ronnie Sr.? But yeah, depending on how they died, maybe you want to search for revenge. So it can change like the whole rhythm of the story. Just completely switch it around in the middle if your character dies. If you die, you can start over as the cop investigating your death. That's fun. Okay, so I might add a big eye to the forehead here, maybe sideways. Let's see. Can we look for eyes? Plural, because I want 2 eyes that I can combine into one, I think. What are you doing, Bean? Strange poses. Oh, what about an animal eye? Might be better. Got a good elephant one I like to use. Thank you for the save reminder, Aggro. Hunted by Chuckles the Clown. Will it be on a Kickstarter? Yes, a Kickstarter. After the Kickstarter, we'll... I don't know how many we'll print. We'll sell the printed ones. And then it'll just be a digital thing you can get on itch, probably. We don't know exactly the mechanics of how we're going to sell it, but the Kickstarter is for sure. We're going to do a Kickstarter first thing. Okay, let's see. Let me go to my resources folder. Did I hear googly? Yes. I'm just going to add a single one here because I think that's funnier. Can we get a googly eye edition of the book for a higher tier? Enough people want that. We'll have no choice but to do it. Elephant eye. Elephant eyes are so good. Because they just look human enough, you know? While not being human. Okay, so my idea here is to... flip and combine so it looks symmetrical. We're banging and wailing at your door. I'll feed you Slipper if you don't give us a googly eye edition. Don't threaten me. The package of a physical reward has googly eyes. I think that would make a lot of people really confused, and that would be really funny. Novelty googly eye glasses. Oh, what if I included some of the wrinkles? want it to be subtle, but oh yeah, this music reminds me we should do an extra Call to the Lamb stream now that they've added a bunch of content. I think the update is out already. It's out, nice. The sex update. The new content is sex mostly? No, I think there's a bunch of stuff. Sounds good, Uranium. Have a good one. Surprisingly, it's not mostly sex. Too big, I think. How about this? Still needs a bit of lighting there, but haven't played since before Relics in the Old Faith update. No, I played it around release, so all the stuff that they added before, not after that, I have not seen. Oh, he's snoring ever so slightly. Able to spoil what's in the update, or should we allow you go in blind? No, I'll spoil away. I don't think that's spoilers. That's fair, Maxwell. As far as I've seen on the trailer, it's not very explicit at all. It's just basically a breeding mechanic where you can have, like, I guess the children of the parents probably inherit some of the traits. I assume that's how it works, but all right, how about this? This next there is booze, clothing, a new weapon blunderbuss, and a sin mechanic. A sin mechanic sounds fun. Your internet's rough tonight? I'm sorry. I'm glad you made it though. Question. Should we keep the guys? Like these guys? They're just kind of standing there. I think the ones that bothered me the most have actually been covered. Because these guys were looking at the camera. Didn't really like that for the cover. But these guys are just kind of chilling there. So I don't know. What should we do with them? If anything. Keep the dudes. Yeah, it's good for scale, true. Makes it look like a dig site. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna make this into a place you can visit in the world. Like this has to be in the game now. And I think that's gonna be in the mountainous area. It's gonna be like, oh, they're digging up something huge. To add fangs or not to add fangs? Fangs would be fun. What do you guys think? Skull of a god, yes. Having monstrous cramps? Oh no, Mectal. Sounds awful. Hope you feel better soon. Okay, I want to remove this shadow because this shadow used to be from this guy. So let's get rid of it. Tusks instead of fangs. Like from below, I don't think that would match like how the skull is set up here, unfortunately. But that is a fun idea. I think I'm going to turn this into a smart object. I'm going to blur it. Oh yeah, I forgot to give them a hat. Hold on. This person needs a hat. It's an explorer. You need a cool hat. Shadow Guy's dance is so powerful, isn't it? It's so good. Just broke off and we're laying on the ground. Could be. Could also add a hand there, but then we would have to remove the guys. We can just do fangs. I like the fangs. Also a level slayer. Trying to think like what to do with the background there. Like composition wise, I would probably want to make it a little darker. Because then it gives us better contrast with our main guy. Okay. Oh yeah, the fangs. So we're going to elongate the canines. Am I getting the correct canines? 1, 2, 3. I don't know about teeth. Doctors don't learn about teeth. So don't blame me for not knowing them instantly. So I'm just going to like elongate it. And then carve that. Did the Kickstarter game have a name? It's right underneath. It's called Dreadfarer. It's like wayfarer, which is an old-timey term for traveler, but with dread in it. I don't know. It might change it. It's a working title, but I like it. How did the last stream go? Which was... Wait, which one did I do in the last stream? I'm forgetting. Oh, the Meat Muppet. Yeah, we finished up the Meat Muppets, and now I'm just waiting for Lou's part so we can post it all at once. I'll show it to you. And then we figured out something that I think I might do on the stream next week. I'm not sure when exactly, but here's the Meat Muppet. I don't know exactly when I'll do this, but it's the Evil Art Challenge, where you guys suggested you guys told me a bunch of traits that you associated with my art, And then I have to make some art that uses none of them. So that's going to be a fun one. Yeah, and that I might do that next week. I'm not sure, because on Friday, the facade is back. I'm gonna do a stream with Luke Baker, who did the facade series with me. We're gonna be coming back to them. We're gonna be coming back to that funky little doppelganger. You'll see. Lady Thalia, even if she dies in your game in 5 turns, she comes back with an NPC. I like that. So yeah, don't miss Friday's stream if you like the facade. It might be a little earlier than usual. What is the facade? It is a little collaborative series that I did with Luke Baker back in... was it 2022? Early 2023? Let me see. When was the facade? 2022. And it's about this doppelganger. Who else? Raise your hands if you don't know about the facade, and we'll make a little review of what that series was, so you're aware. Or just raise your hand if you want a refresher, because it's been a while. I feel like I would know if you describe it a bit, but can't remember right now. Oh, okay. Let me show it to everybody. Okay, so go to my website, because that's the best way of getting it. First of all, I'm gonna give you guys a link. So the facade is a little project that I made with Luke Baker. You can find Luke's links in the link in the chat. They're right above here. And it follows a doppelganger creature throughout history since like the 1850s. Okay, so the stories are out of order, so it's up to you to reconstruct it, but I'm gonna read them in order. In the order they were presented. 1865, a photographer reveals his latest invention to the French Emperor's court, the portrait tournant. One of the portraits shows Baron Renard de Sévigné. It was deemed defective. Unbeknownst to them, the one in the photograph was not Renard. The facade disappeared in 1895. 1960, a six-year-old kid in Chicago is admitted to the Lurie Children's Hospital after a panic attack. She claims there is a monster pretending to be her mother. Her records show another panic attack at age 23, thought to be at the same time when the facade shows a new victim. It says, a monster that pretends to be Mummy. 1896. During the X-ray craze, people buy machines to show the strange radiation to party guests. In one such event in Hamburg, financier Franz Mansfeld had his plate taken, revealing him to be the facade. He kept the print a secret until he vanished during a trip to America. The location from the facade from 1917 to 1960 is unknown, but a string of unsolved disappearances throughout the United States point to it changing forms in quick succession, leaving scarcely any conclusive trace. 1977, a report to the Chicago Police Department. I swear, he ate her. They were fighting. She lunged at him. It was a blur, then she was gone. And there he was, like swollen, down on the alley floor. His face was shifting. The report was not investigated. The facade's current location is unknown. Police sketch of the suspect. 1849. Last page of Renard de Sévigné's notes. Years ago, I found a shifting skull while exploring the Paris catacombs. I have studied its mysteries since. How does it keep transforming? Is it alive? The answer must lie in the marrow. For this experiment, I will break it. And that's it. You've just had a whole story out of order. You put it back together, you realize that Renard de Sévigné broke the shifting skull and became the facade. The shifting skull was the facade, obviously, and took over his body. The facade keeps Renard's body until 1895. 1 year later, we see it in a party from France went to Germany. Then this France guy, who's just the facade passing as this France guy, goes to America. We don't hear about them for quite a few years. And in 1960, we have this child getting admitted to the hospital, claiming her mom is not her mom. And at age 23, she has another panic attack when her mom disappears. If you count the years, 23 years after, we're right here in the Chicago police report. The person who lunged inside this other person's mouth was the girl's mother. Took over this other poor guy's body, and now the facade's location is unknown. There, I just put it together for you. Just in case you were too lazy to put it together yourself. The bone dust got into his brains. It happens to the best of us. But yeah, on this Friday, we're going to be working, Luke and I are going to be working on a comeback to the facade story. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And what I think we're going to do is like a more modern like all the modern identities that the facade took since the 1970s. So we're gonna see some 80s, 90s up to the present day. So I think that'll be fun. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the edge up here. Lady Thalia's familiar with the facade. He makes a mean mixed drink and tells the funniest story about his pet from Verona. I like that. What you up to, Bean? Hello, little man. Oh, just changing pose. Okay. Why is he sitting like that? Oh. Bedtime. Bedtime for the little Bean. Yeah, he just had the weirdest posture for a second. He's just like sitting there dumbfounded. Dumbfounded. However you pronounce that. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'll put the googly eye up on top because we're gonna see it again. Here's what I want to do. I want to put everything into a single layer, and I'm gonna do. Actually, there's this new filter I wanted to try out. There's a new lens blur filter. Let's see if it works. Okay, so if we ask it to visualize the depth, it didn't get it like super correctly. Because it thinks this is much closer to than this, which is not correct. Okay. Is there a way I can choose? So as you can see from the visualized depth here, you can essentially move around and choose the area you want there to be focus on, while keeping the rest out of focus. So you see, I can add quite a bit of blur and make the foreground really blurry like that. That's kind of what I want to do, but I don't think it got like this guy well, which is a shame. I wish I could change that manually, but the story involves the sounds the man from Verona made when he was startled. You should have seen the look on his face. She has, because the facade was able to show her. I love that. Yeah, we'll try that out later again. Because now, before I forget, we need to give this guy a hat. It's very important. Vital, even. And I think I have a few pictures with hats that I can use. Let me see real quick if I can find one specific picture. Okay, hold on. Let me put on the browser. I'm looking for this picture because I like this hat. And I think it'll be big enough. So, try to search here. Flood damage in Western Carolina. There it is. Okay. Can I open the... There it is. Download it as PDF? Why would I want to download an image as PDF? What? I don't want to save the whole page. Can I just see the image? It's not very big. This is silly. Just saves the whole page. It's a very silly page. Let me find other hats. I mean, I could do this sort of hats. That would be funny. I think I'd like a more of an Indiana Jones style hats. Because this type of hat is very like specific of one type of character. And I would like the protagonist, like on the cover, to be applicable to many different character archetypes. So I think a more generic hat would work better there. These are good hats. I mean, it's from the side, but it could work. That's a cool one. I like this image. The sun hat is a little more casual, yes. So many PVC pipes. Cool fit. That's just helmets. Yeah, I love old archaeology photos. They're so great. Were those giant conch shells? Yeah. I was joking about PVC pipes. I don't think PVC pipes existed at that time. Cool picture. Hell yeah. cool. Viking runes. Ooh, okay. You have a cool hat. Yeah! That's what I call hats. Unearthing the skeleton of Hermosaurnis. What is that? Let's Google that. Oh. Terror bird, maybe? Cool. Love them. Okay, but this hat is good. Let's go to the Field Museum. Oh, here's another fun hat. That is a cool bird. It's a nice hat. I don't think it would fit the angle there. I think wide brim hats are better. Okay, how do I get to your archive? Field Museum. Museum archives. Oh, photo archives. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Photography departments. Research and collections. Yeah, but how can I search the collections? You're not helping me here. It's on Flickr. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna look for Hermosaurnis. And hope it's there. Yes! Okay. Takes a while to prepare one download. Okay. We got it. Give me your cool hats. Let's go. Kind of a weird selection there, but I'll take it. Now we put this next to our guy. We make it fit his head. Maybe we turn it a little bit for style. I'd make the top flatter. What do you guys think? A bit more Indiana Jones, but... We're gonna give the left side a lot more light. A little bit of shadow there just so we can see the edge. Now, like, below him, it's kind of hard to see what's going on here. So I want to make more contrast. I can take the whole thing, so this guy and the background, and I'm going to turn them into a smart object. I'm going to blur the whole thing a little bit, which should hopefully tell Photoshop this thing is in the same, it's closer to the field of view. Now, let's see if that works. I'm going to put this in a separate layer. I'm going to try that lens blur again. Let's see, will it work? Let's do focal range, visualize depth. Still think this is so much closer, unfortunately. Yeah, it thinks the skull and all that part in the back is very close to the guy, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But okay, we can make this work. If we really exaggerate it, and see it doesn't apply it perfectly all over. Like it mostly applies it to the foreground here, and it kind of misses the hats. Other than that, it's pretty good. Let me try the other filter. I think the one the one we just tried was made to substitute is one of these neural filters called depth blur. Let's see. So this one gets the depth actually a bit better than the other. Maybe because there's already some blur applied, but it's actually kind of funny. Okay. So now that we've done that, we can do just the usual filters I always do. So blur, a little sharpen, and a camera raw. This time for the colors and the vignettes and stuff. And a lot of grain. Like this has been so blurred that it needs so much grain to compensate for that. Because otherwise the blurry bits look, you know, like blobs. And it's meant to look like an old photo, not like a modern thing. So I can't have those blobs. Let's see, if we go to the color grading, we can add a touch of blue to the shadows. And just looking at this from afar, I think it does a trick. I think that maybe the guy's shadow or silhouette could be accentuated a little bit, just to make the two planes here really clear. What do you guys think? Oh, and thank you for the safe reminder. Yeah, there we go. It's nice. Okay, but now we go back and we see what I can do with this. Like, I could darken this and make it much more of a silhouette. But I think we kind of lose a little bit of the interesting pose. Ooh, a word in Spanish. What could it be this time? Because archaeologist is just arqueólogo. and explore is just explorar. Well, since the game involves a lot of travel, travel is viajar. Or the noun travel is viaje with a J. Okay, let's try that on. Let's see if it doesn't mess up any of those filters. This is Yeah, have you seen that speed? This would have taken like a minute on my old computer. That's wild. Okay, we got a lot more contrast out of the main character. More readable, definitely. SPC, yeah. It's wild how fast it is, though. I was not expecting that. The old computer, thanks for not exploding while it's working. Honestly, the computer I was using up till now is chugging along on an old graphics card. And doing great. I owe that computer a lot. And I'm still not done using it, because I'm going to bring it back to my parents. And when I'm there on March, April, May, going to be there a good chunk of the time. I'm going to stream from there. I'm going to just keep working. Business as usual. Like, just the way this fills up a bar that contains like several, like 1, 2, 3, 4 different complicated filters is wild. Okay, we got a lot more contrast out of that. How about we call this a cover? This just needs some typography. Need the name Dreadfarer. I might just do that separately, but I would like to at least test it out. Like somewhere here. There we go. Let's see what kind of font we're gonna use. I'm thinking a serif font that looks pretty old. Ooh, that one's pretty nice. I like this. like maybe a little separation between between both parts of the word could be interesting. Or at least do something to the type that looks a bit interesting. Let's do this for now. But I'll probably come up with a logo separately. On stream or out of stream. I don't know yet, but... Sunset Moth, thank you so much for the follow. You'd buy that book? You better. You better support this on Kickstarter. At least get the digital version. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Considering especially I didn't start out with any very specific ideas. But yeah, that's good. And the fun part is that now we can take this scene and put it into the book. It can be somewhere in the book. It can be one of the areas you visit. Why not? That'll be fun. You bet your ass. Hell yeah. Bean, what do you think? Isn't that right? He's so sleepy. He's so sleepy. He's been playing so much. Ooh, he won't even react to me picking up his hand. Gotta... Oh my god, those snails are deadly looking. I gotta trim them after the stream, Bean. Please remind me. He does not react. So cute. In any case, I think that's where we're gonna leave it for today, because I'm pretty happy with this. I don't think I'll touch anything else today. I will have to figure out a logo. I like this font. Just right off the bat, it looks great for a logo. It's a fairly long word that we need to squish down, so this like kind of tall font I think works great. It does need something extra though to make it, you know, more interesting. But I'll probably try other fonts. I'll try other stuff, of course. Let me save this. I'm gonna save that as a JPEG so I can send it to Neon, and as BSD as well. But yeah, that's gonna stay for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about this little game project. You're gonna be hearing more about that as I work on it a bit on stream, a bit out of stream, and then finally it gets announced, hopefully mid-February, around then. Fennec, thank you so much for the follow. So yeah, I hope you're excited as I am to make it. Stay tuned for Friday, like about an hour before I usually start streams. We're gonna have a special stream with Luke Baker, if all goes well, obviously. Luke is gonna be doing some traditional arts, this webcam on his side, and I'm gonna be doing my own art, and we're gonna be tackling the facade once again. So it's gonna be a fun collab stream, and it's gonna bring back an old favorite, personally an old favorite, and I know a lot of people have been clamoring for more facade, so that's gonna, I think a lot of people are gonna be hyped for that. But yeah, y'all, thanks again for being here. I will see you, and Bean as well. Talking in his name because it's so sleepy. I will see you on Friday. Until then, take care.